Right. So that's what you're able to find is a in the hall. Okay. Cool.
I try to look
And just
down the hallway.
uh, looking down the halls, like kind of peeking through the doors, you hear the hallway directly down. As you peek through the door, it leads to another doorway that is cracked open. Kind of raise that, and then looking down the other hallway, it seems like a big empty room with like it sounds like a hum of a machinery coming through it. You're not entirely sure what it is from your angle, but you hear gentle like machine humming down the hall. From this current angle, you can't really see much else.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. And then in the meantime, what else does everyone else want to do? While you guys are thinking of what you want to do, going down the hall towards the machinery, there's no one in here as you come this way. And I'll let you know, Drake, what it is that you can do in a few moments. Going down the hall, if anyone else wants to follow, you see a large machine that has a large, almost like an engine that is like slowly moving. It's a bit rusted over. It looks like it hasn't been maintained in maybe months or a little longer. There's quite a bit of cobwebs in here. There is what seems to be just a low hum of energy pulsating. Looking at it, you recognize octane fuel kind of going through it, which kind of makes sense because you notice that like this machine, just from general looking at it, appears to be a generator of sorts. Maybe kind of what you noticed was lighting in this part of the dungeon. Give me a history check toward it. You can't really put your finger on it. You could probably bring it up to the party to see what they think as well, to see if they remember anything. But you kind of remember when you were up in the main temple, you just saw regular like magical lights and or regular kind of just man-made candles and stuff. You didn't really see anything that suggested the use of kind of modern technology. So it's kind of odd that this is here. And you're thinking about it in the dungeon itself. You notice that there was like a little bit of mechanical lights, but a lot of them had cobwebs or flickering on and off. But you can't really put your finger on more than that at the moment.
Okay.
And then
I'm wandering back. Just get out of the room.
Looking at it too, for Drake, there is a room that catches your eye across the way over here. If you'd like, you could search it. Give me an investigation check as you enter this room here. Okay. Oh, nice. You notice that there's an older bed here. It looks like it's been here for a while. There's cobwebs. It looks like a layer of dust is on everything. You find, as you're looking through, a book that goes into magical healing properties. And while you don't have full time to read it, it is a book on potion making and kind of just magical remedies that you think that you as a cleric, and also you can talk to Lindbergh too, because he gathers herbal stuff at times, that maybe you guys can use it to put it towards making like potions and other things on your journey. So it'll be different recipes and everything there. Then, once we're out of this dungeon, I'll let you,
This is my
and
key.
if you would like linger to discuss it further and utilize it for a bunch of stuff. So just make sure to write it in the inventory. So
Asan na ba yung susi?
very often. So you can say potion book.
Get the key.
But elsewise, it's just like general history books in here. Old flickering lights, or just kind of dark.
Hindi ko alam.
You see some old
I need to get the key.
clothing, but there's not much else
Meron ka
that
ng ano,
looks
glove?
important. It looks like it was someone's bedroom.
Ha?
Mabilis lang.
There's also tools for like a medicine kit that you can put away if you would like as well. But not much else that you think would be a major thing to grab at the second.
Diyan ba yung key?
So you can also notate a medicine kit. You guys enter into this room.
Over there. I got it. And then they just
Sorry,
realized
my
it.
coworker texted.
I won't see anything because while they were searching, I've just been watching this door to the west that's cracked and looking for enemies control.
no.
At this time, you haven't noticed anything. You hear the sounds in the distance, but they appear not to be getting closer. So it makes you kind of curious as to why they were you guys fighting before. You guys start heading down the hallway?
Yeah, I'll share that with the party. I haven't seen anything. I think we're good, and I'll keep looking for traps as we go.
Let's go.
Going down the hallway, you guys peek through the door. Let's see, let me erase the details. 1 second. As you guys peek down the hall, you see what you recognize at the end of this hallway. When you peek down the hallway, you see that that you kind of recognize farther down the hallway where you guys were before, but you realize that you probably were less in the open at the time. You see that there's a set of staircases, and also right here appears to be like a large gate that's in the way and would have made noise as you guys would try to get past it. And 1 second, guys, I gotta reply to this quickly. So looking out here, you guys see that as you peek around the corner, you see like some crates and some like magical lights right over here. You also see that the tunnel is a bit wider here, and then there's like a alcove to the left, and a staircase that you guys can use. You would have to get past the gate and across this bridge right here, but you can get across quickly and then get out of the main passage area that could, if the enemies were to come, you would be easily seen. And going off of your previous stealth checks, since everything went well, you guys are able to get across relatively easily. You see that there is a gate here with a lock on it. It is kind of blocky. On the map, it doesn't fully cross, but it fully crosses. If I could draw a straight line, it fully crosses right here. So you guys would have to unlock that's there.
Can I try to pick it? I have these tools.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and leave. If I'm wrong, the Thieves' Tool says the type of check you have to do.
So it's a come to the lock pick. and it says I get to add my proficiency using the tools, or proficiency with these tools lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to disarm traps or open locks.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and do a sleight of hand and add those bonuses. That also lowers the DC down. So you need.
Can I guidance myself?
Sure, that's fine. So you get the lockpick in there.
Like 24.
Nice. So you get the lockpick in there, and you start working, and you hear like a faster sound. You look and you see that there's a trap, and quickly you're able to, with the rest of the party, someone else, we'll say leading because they've been helping you lead, the front of the pack, was able to, with your quick instruction, was able to lift part of the latch that was going to cause the trap to go off, and you're, with the group work of you guys working together, are able to disarm the trap that would have gone off. And looking up, you had seen that it led to these spikes that would have came down from the roof and would have attempted to hit all of you. These large, like, pole spikes. With disarming it, you're able to open up the gate door. And you're able to open it and get through. Watching in front of you, you guys run across the hall, get to the stairs up here. There is like another small little alcove bedroom. You can tell like a lot of shipments came down this way and overflow from the temple would go through. But let's get you guys moved up a little. We'll get the placement exactly afterwards, but this is just to show the general idea of where you guys are. You peek past these two pillars, and you hear the sounds are getting louder. And as you hear, you guys recognize a bit of the voices, partially. You hear the language you haven't really recognized. I will say out of game, Abyssal, but in game your characters don't know that. But you also recognize Infernal being spoken. Does anyone in this group know Infernal?
I do.
Okay. So hearing Infernal, nice. So, Cynthia, you hear in the distance voices, kind of rough, talking to each other. They kind of switch back and forth, so you're not getting the whole context. But you hear, large shipment, need to get it through. And you hear another voice, kind of more shrill. Oh, we know that, but the portal's only staying open so long. The boss is not going to like this if we don't get this through. And you hear another voice, but like the sound of chains scratching the floor, say, well, the big explosion down in the Vale, they are not going to expect this in anymore.
I do not understand that though, right? So I don't have to do anything.
Correct.
Okay.
As of right now, anyone who knows Infernal would know what was just said. So, Cynthia, knowing this, I don't know if Drake knows Infernal as well. You hear this, you're a little worried because you can hear the voices pretty well. But you hear them talking about an explosion on the city that most of your party is from. And you know that there hasn't been an explosion there yet, but it sounds like they are prepping for it. What do you do with the party? Do you retreat a little bit, tell them what's going on, or do you tell them right here? What does Cynthia do in this moment?
Okay. No. Sorry, my sister started looking onto my knees.
No worries.
I go ahead and tell the party about there's an explosion they're planning to go and, planning on using explosives for something, for the town or something. I'm not sure why, but it seems like they want to explode something.
You kind of get that it's from the city of Ashmore. You kind of let the party know this. It's a bit surprising because you guys, some of you know what the Veil of Esper is, but by the time you got it, before you entered this dungeon, the Veil of Esper held like maybe 30,000 people. The city of Ashmore, in province that you guys are in, it holds like 500,000 people. So the thought of such a large city with a lot of powerful people potentially having an explosion that would be worse than that is very terrifying, and kind of puts you all in motion of we need to get moving because we have family and friends. Also, if Ashmore falls, this could lead a lot to wars, people getting hurt, sickness, because Ashmore is one of the towns that use octopus fuel a lot. So you guys, hearing this, you hear the sounds of footsteps. Let me distocate a bit. You see in the distance this creature, which I'm going to pull up what it looks like. 1 second. You guys start peeking through. Did I close the encounter? No. I did. Sorry, I had the encounter up and I closed the tab at some point, and I don't know when I did that. I don't know. Okay. Sorry, D&D now is just taking a hot second. Okay. Hopefully it goes faster now. Okay. Now it's starting to load. Sorry about that, guys. So you guys are updated by Cynthia on this. Character. You guys hear almost like scraping sounds on the floor as you hear one of the creatures that just spoke. You see a long, like thinly muscled arm, like kind of sinewy, like hand hits the wall, and his hands are like have like dried blood on them. They're gray, and you see a large spike, and then followed by this large, almost like alien predator head. As this creature, I'll put it in the chat, pops its head around as it walks across, and it actually hops across here. As you guys peek around the corner, you can see it just from far away. If anyone can do a history check for me, history check, or nature check even would work, to figure out what creature that might be. Okay. Nini, you haven't seen this creature before, but you've learned, you've had like a lot of the nursery rhymes and scary stories, like heard over the years of monsters. This one, you can't put your finger on it, but your mom, kind of the more you've grown older, you realize she was telling you as a ranger more creatures that she has not encountered or knows of. And this is one of the creatures she had etched in a book. The name escapes me, but you know it is a demon.
Since it is a demon, can I do a religion check for that?
Yeah, of course. That's totally fine. Go ahead.
Mod please. Mod please.
Looking at this, you two, from your learnings, have learned of this creature. It's called a I want to say babu. It's spelled B-A-B-A-U. It is a fiend creature that is able to cast spells. Babu, yeah, or babu. Um, you know that it can affect people, how strong they are in fights, and that it also can cast spells. So you kind of warn the team with like about, while yes, fighting is important, keeping some distance might be helpful. At least with this creature that you can see.
Yeah, if you get too close to it, it's gonna make basically. Good to know.
So the clock is going, guys. This creature is, as Brano, kind of walking back and forth. Um, it is the creature that has been speaking what you assume to be abyssal. It seems like the other individuals that were speaking infernal seem to understand it. It seems like this creature understands it but can't speak infernal. Um, but you hear chains in the distance. Um, what do you guys want to do in this moment? As you guys are down the hall.
Is this water deep enough that to completely submerge under?
Just about. It's about maybe 10 feet, about 10 feet deep, just to go off of DD standards. And so it's just enough to submerge. Um, but you can't like hold your breath indefinitely. You would have to like poke your head up every so often.
Yeah, and how murky is it? Is it like, can we hide underwater?
It looks relatively murky. The water hasn't been really cleaned in a while, and or hasn't been filtered as much since the clerics haven't been down here. So it looks like it's pretty kind of that like grayish color. So it looks like if you guys got low enough, you would be able to hide as long as you aren't splashing or anything. I would have a stealth check, but I'll give you guys advantage on it.
Yeah, I think we should ambush this dude.
Okay. All right. If you guys want to ambush, how do you want to go about ambushing? Are you using the water, luring him closer? What are you guys thinking if we uh, get this round going?
I'm definitely considering the water, and also this little alcove here. Is this anything of note?
It just looks like a statue of rock. It looks like it's been damaged. You're not sure if maybe the demons, but it doesn't look of any importance.
Oh,
Um, but going off of that, tornado of that initial observation, uh, go ahead and do a perception check for me.
Okay.
notice a small, almost imperceivable, glowing, like glow coming from the statue.
What I
Not sure what it is.
Basically I can teleport 30 feet with the echo, and then kind of like leapfrog my way. So I basically want to try to stealth into that spot.
Okay.
La 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 la
We're
la.
going off of the initial stealth checks that everyone passed. Had you guys not passed earlier, I would have made this far more difficult. But I'll allow you to do that. Is the rest of the party going underwater, or are you guys doing something different in the meantime? And let me know what you guys think you would like to do. Also, let me erase some of the fog here. Tori, you see that there is a long, kind of like old hallway that goes down. If you do get over to that spot, um, you'll see that it's kind of like a rudimentary, not as paved hallway that goes down. But you don't notice any enemies to worry about. That's gonna be right back. If it's okay, guys, if we could take like a 5-minute break real quick, I'm gonna go use the bathroom too real quick, and then if you guys have any ideas of how you want to ambush, as of right now, Tornin is gonna go across, Limber is gonna go in the water, and then Cynthia, Sam, or Nini, and Drake, if you guys also want to ambush in the water or do something else, or have questions of what you'd like to do, please let me know, and then we will start the surprise round and get into this major fight. So we'll say 5 minutes from now, and we'll get back started. I'm back. We still have a few minutes, but if anyone wants to chat, I'm here. That sounds good, Tiff. And then if you want, I can help you look at your character sheet, see if there's anything that can help you. Cool. We have like 2 more minutes, and then we'll jump back in it. Zach, we took like a 5 minute break real quick.
Do I get to that outro? That's one.
Yeah, I'm going off of the previous stealth scores that you guys had. You guys did relatively well in the previous stealth. So I'm making it a lot easier. If you guys had been failing more, as of right now, the creatures aren't. They're beyond is freezing off. No. But Tornady would get across, yeah.
Oh, I'll inspect the statue then.
Sam has to go, kind of family situation going on, but Sam gave me the okay to play as her character. If I need help running her character, just because I don't know what's going on with D&D Beyond, it is crashing on me. Yeah. I'm like, dude, that would be pretty cool. And Sam said if she can get back on, she will. Cool. Okay, so hopefully, okay, I'm trying to pull up Nini, and then also with wild shape tip, is there any creature you were thinking about wild shaping into? Or if not, I can help you figure out something. Zach also knows a lot of the wild shape creatures that might be pretty useful. Hey Zach, do you have any wild shape creatures you think might be useful in this fight for Drake to turn into? I'm trying to pull it up, but my D&D Beyond is being really rude.
Depends what the CR
Taking
is.
a while. Sure. Probably
How does that work if you? But never mind.
maybe a bigger creature or something that is kind of stealth. Kind of depends.
If you multi-class with Druid, does it take your max level?
Sorry.
No, it's both.
Beyond is like crashing.
Okay, so it's just the Druid levels?
Yep. So she's
Druid
levels.
Yeah, it'd be CR.
Drake is a level 7 druid.
Yeah, so 8th would be CR1, so it would be CR1 half.
Drake is a level 7. Okay. I might need help with that up.
Yes,
I don't know why.
There's Crocodile, there is
because in that way,
a Reef Shark, Giant Sea Eel. I think that's it for stuff that can swim, from what I'm seeing. Or that, like water animals, or stuff that's gonna have a swim speed. So it's like Reef Shark. There's a giant seahorse and crocodile.
Crocodile might be best because then not only can you get in the water, but you also are able to walk, like get on the ground, right? Like actually walk.
Yeah, it only has 20 feet on ground, but it has 30 feet swim speed. Just FYI, so it's gonna be a little slower on the ground. Crocodile can also hold its breath for an hour, so that's could be beneficial if we're trying to sneak.
That could allow Drake to get up really close.
the seahorse can only breathe underwater, so that's probably not good. And then the reef shark is going to be only water. Whoa, reef shark has a movement speed. What the fuck? It's 5 feet. It can wiggle, I guess.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
But it also only breathes underwater, so that could be a problem. So probably the crocodile is your best bet. And I can send that snap block if you want.
Awesome. Thank you for your help.
Yep.
So I'll get you a crocodile token, Tiff, while I get you the information. Crocodile. Crocodile. It's a regular size crocodile, right?
It just says crocodile. Its size is. Large.
Calling it Drake's Crocs. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so that should work. And then we'll say that if that works for you, Tiff, the crocodile can let's get to the water. And since you're underwater, and we're going off of everyone's previous stealth, uh, Drake, do you want to get right next to the monster, or do you want to get kind of close to it? How far would you like to go? Because it's right here, and I'm starting you off here. We'll say you're underwater. If you can let us know how far you'd like to go. Um, okay, cool. Right next to it. Okay. So we're saying like all of this is like happening at the same time. Jordan's doing like the skipping with teleporting. As you're looking at the statue, you see a green, just gentle glow coming off of it. You can't really tell what it is unless you do an Arcana check. Um, as you're doing that, what is Linver and Cynthia doing to get up closer or prepping for the surprise round?
I'll just leave it for now.
When
Focus on the critter.
Okay.
What I want to do, uh, is basically when things pop off, I want to move my echo out there.
Okay.
And then yeah. I'm just gonna hide here and then until things start and I'll run up into the tank.
Okay. So I am gonna have uh, Nini, and I might need help running Nini, guys. I'll let you know for sure. I'm gonna have Nini run across. I'm kind of ignoring how fast like you guys can normally move since it's a surprise round and being more, uh, giving you guys more wiggle room. We'll say Nini goes and hides behind this corner. She gets ready to shoot with her bow of 4. And then I'm considering doing her. She has this trait called. Uh, Actually, choose one creature you see. Oh, she's not within 30 feet of it. Never mind. Um, okay. We'll just say that she'll get ready to do Hunter's Mark, and as well as a shot with her bow of war. Okay. What does Linver and Cynthia want to do?
Do I have to go in the water, or can I stay above water?
You can stay above water. You can try and get across if you want to go. Like, for example, you can go to the hallway opposite of Tornin. Just like you would just sneak down the hall. You wouldn't have to.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Is there any spell or action you want to prepare to do during this practice?
Can I go and prepare? Let's see if I've got anything that should be in here. Need to prepare. No, not really.
It is a feat, maybe something like a smite, like an attack that you can use with a smite, or if you want to hold off on spells, maybe like a ranged attack that you can do.
Okay. Oh, are you saying I can attack her right now?
Yeah, well, we're getting everyone's preparing to kind of. I'm gonna have everyone kind of do a surprise round and go off on doing what they want to do. I just want to make sure everyone knows what that is. Like, so if you want to shoot with your pistol, you can do that. Like you can say, when everyone's starting to attack, I'm gonna shoot with my pistol, for example. That kind of thing.
I'm gonna prepare ensnaring strike. With is there any way that can I do a long range attack and do ensnaring strike, because it says as you hit the target, it doesn't specify specifically touch. It just says immediately after hitting the weapon.
Yeah. See, so you can say I shoot with my bullet, and it can turn into the bonus action. I'll allow that.
Yeah, there's vines that come out of the bullet or something like that.
Yeah, like it will burst into the vines and stuff. So I'll allow. But it's still got to make the save. Like you gotta still hit. And if you don't hit, you can just say, all right, I'm gonna hold off on the ensnaring strike. But if you hit, you can do the ensnaring strike, and they have to do the save still. And then we'll go from there. But okay, what does Linver want to do, and then we'll start getting this going and have you guys roll an initiative after.
I'm gonna swim up and try to get as close as I can, and with my action, when I pop out, I'm gonna ready the mechanical spider.
Okay. Forgot to bring the mechanical spider with you guys.
Not the water. I'm gonna throw him on land.
Okay. Are you just being Linver, or are you like watching?
I'm just Linver.
Just Linver. All right. You want to move your character to show where you're gonna be, and then here is the mechanical. We gotta name the mechanical spider, by the way. As of right now, it's just called Ma. Mechanical Arachnid Ma. You see that the creature, you guys are moving within seconds. Like this is your surprise round, using your movement to get to where you guys are. Okay, so as everyone moves up, Tornin, you're teleporting over. Wind quickly flies over after you, Drake slinks into the water, turning it into Drake's Crocs. Linver follows behind, goes underwater, barely just peeking your head out every so often to catch a breath. You let loose the mechanical arachnid that crawls up on top of the you kind of like let go on top of the stonework. Cynthia, you get off to the other side, have a line of sight, so does Nini from farther away, making you guys smaller targets. Um, can I have everyone roll initiative, and then we'll go down the line of your attacks, attack rolls, and all that stuff. The one time Nini rolls low, she's not here.
Okay.
Do I roll for fighter, or would it share my initiative?
Share your initiative. I do want to ask, Christian, did you have a short rest before this? I noticed your HP was relatively low.
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to ask. All right. Okay. And then making sure everyone's initiative shows up. As long as it doesn't flip over. Cynthia, 13. Tornin had an 18. Okay, that showed up. Linford.
For some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, on my end it shows once. But no, actually, yeah, it shows once. So we're good. Nini Drake is 10. Okay, I got everyone's initiative. That includes the other villains, but right now I'll have them come in after the second round. Okay. Alright, on the top of this initiative, we got Linver, and then Tornin is following up, then the Baboon, or however you say that name. Whenever I say initiative.
The spider's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, which is his movement. And then he's gonna do 2 attacks.
Okay.
On the homie. Okay, so it is +4 to hit.
What did you get?
Oof. 12 and a 1. Or 5. But I rolled but it's only 1.
Oof. That was a mechanical arachnid?
Yeah.
Okay. It just sees the little mechanical spider come up, and it goes, mechanical arachnid, it goes up, right? Like next to it? Or
Yeah, right next to him.
Okay. It sees Ma, and it just kind of looks at it like, what? We see from a different angle, we see Drake's eye just barely peeking over the water. Linver, you're hiding underneath the bridge. What would you like to do?
I used my action to get the spider going, so that'll be my turn. I'm just gonna hide as best I can.
You see that happen, you just slink underwater, thinking, shit.
No, I'm thinking, I distracted him, guys. You got this.
It's, Linver, as you're going underwater, you just gave Drake just a little thumbs up. Tornin is up next. With this, the Babu is not going until the first round, so Cynthia's right after. But Tornin, go right ahead.
Okay, so I'll run up 30 feet, bonus action, put the echo out, and move it. I'm assuming I can flank with Drake.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Okay. Drake's Crocs.
Or go on the far side, wherever.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to attack using the echo.
Okay.
Good thing I have advantage.
Yeah.
That's funny.
How? Okay. I mean, go ahead. Congratulations. Sorry, you rolled so many nat 20s last time.
So that's 16.
16. Okay.
Yes, and then it's magical slash.
to go slash damage. Okay.
And I'll take 26 on the second hit.
That'll do it.
14 on the second.
14 on the second one. Okay. It screeches out as this. It sees the maw, and all of a sudden this echo hears you run up and looks over confused, and it screeches out as the echo suddenly appears and slice right into it, and it screeches out this blood-curdling scream. You guys hear down the hallway just this other like yells and roars that cause your heads just to like hurt because there's just high pitch and frequencies that just shake to the bone. The Vago is stunned in this moment until the next round and it can act. But Cynthia, you have your turn to do your action to shoot it and cast Ensnaring Strike if it hits. And then after Cynthia is Drake. It sounds like more enemies are coming. It sounds like they can't act on this round, but all of them, like that bad blue or however you say it screeches out in pain, signaling to two other louder creatures, and you hear like scraping of chains moving. On these the first two rounds, the surprise round and the first actual round of combat, they are too far away to really act. So. But it seems like it is coming down from the little pointer. It's coming from this side. You guys just haven't gone down that way yet. No problem. But as of the first two things, they can't act just yet because they're a little too far. Okay. And then Cynthia, your turn is up to shoot, to do your prepared action. Christian, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. It's your turn. You can do your prepared action to shoot your gun and see if your ensnaring strike can be used.
What's the distance I have on the creature?
You're about 70 feet away. So you may need to move up, but you can always move back as well.
Looks like my arcane pistol has 40 feet regular, and then I think it is the gray out mean disadvantage.
Yeah, if it's past that distance, it means disadvantage. You could always move up.
Yeah, I'll go up until I'm 40 feet away from it.
Okay. And there's a way to get cover, so. 5, 30. We'll just say you got to 40 feet. The square's a little muddled right here because of the water graphic, but we'll say that's 40 feet.
Okay.
It did use up your speed to get there, but
I missed that one, the hit.
Okay.
conditions, so I'll try it again.
Okay.
20.
Magic.
That's a dirty 20 though, but
Go ahead and roll your damage with that, and then we'll do the ensnaring strike after.
no. That's 2 damage from the arcane pistol, and then for my ensnaring strike. Three damage from ensnaring strike, and it has to do a fortune to get out. So what you see is it hits the target with a bullet, and the bullet explodes on impact into a net, and it just captures the creature.
Okay. Then with the ensnaring strike, do I have to make a save first before I take that damage, just to confirm? Pull that back up on my end.
On a failed target. No, the failed save depends on it's dependent on the restrained condition, if it's restrained or not.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Okay. Yeah, so if you hit the failed save, while restraining the target takes at the start of each of its turn, so it hasn't took the damage yet. So when it starts its turn next round, make sure to tell me, hey, it needs to take this. Let me see if it
DC 14.
Yeah, let me see if it makes that save. Okay, I have a +4 to this, so let's see. That's an 18. 14 +4.
So you see the net, and it immediately breaks out of the net, I guess.
Well, it's a good shot to try. You never know if it will work. Okay, awesome. Well, good job. And
that takes up my turn.
And then up next we got Drake, and then Edie is on deck, and then we'll go into our first full round afterwards.
Yeah.
So Drake Croc comes out of the water, purple Drake. Doing a bite attack, right? With +4. So okay. So that is for sure a hit. Yeah, so it's a +4 to hit, so that would have been 20 to hit. So perfect. You get an advantage on that. Go ahead and roll again. And see if you get a nat 20, because if you do, extra dice damage. So going with the first roll, that does hit. You jump out of the water and you bite into its body. Go ahead and roll your damage straight. And I have to do a strength check to see if I can break through the grapple. I'll do that. So 3 plus 2, 5, 8. And I'll do the strength save. That's a 17. So it would pass the save, but you do bite into one of its legs and go back down under the water. Good job. Let's see, do you want to have like for him to dash. Actually, how fast can he go? 60 feet. Oh, okay, yeah, he could probably beat me. So he got relatively close, but he can't get up right next to Babu and seeing. And then next we'll have Nini. Nini steps out. She'll go. I'll keep her back here. I'll have her peek around. She pulls her bow out, has it trained on the monster as he's looking. She will first cast Hunter's Mark on this dude, which actually she might have to move up. Yeah, I should probably have to move up first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. Hunter's Mark, 90 feet.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, of course. What do you suggest?
If Hunter's Mark is inconvenient, she is sharpshooter, so she can, even when she's like super long range, she doesn't get disadvantage. I would use the bonus action. She has this ability that lets it do like an extra 1d8 force damage and turns the damage into force damage, and it costs a bonus action.
Oh, is it the Zephyr Strike, or are you talking about like a feature?
And it's a feature. It's called Planar Warrior.
Oh yeah. But it's one creature you can see within 30 feet of you.
Oh fuck, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I was looking at it earlier too, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh wait, never mind. Let's see. Screw it. She casts Misty Step. So we'll see if she gets here because now I need to hide a little. So she'll go up there, cast Misty Step to move up 1, 25, 30, 40, 5, 15. Oh, 5. Here, okay. Alright. And then she's gonna do her bow of 4. And she has 2 of these, so she'll roll. That is a 20, not that, so that hits. And then her damage. Her damage confuses me. 11 piercing. I'm gonna do cold damage because that's 11 damage, I think. So that's 22. 22 damage towards it for the first time. Okay, and then she's gonna try to attack again. You guys see it just this one does ooh, nice. This one first cold damage, you see part of his body like freeze up, like tense for a moment, and then see it looks pretty darn hurt from all the quick attacks you guys have had. Now we're going back to the start of the round. We'll say the other creatures are now moving, but they're not going to make it to you guys in time because they are relatively far away. Oh, I'm going to just erase that real quick. Okay. We'll say on the next round that they are in the fight. But Linver, you're up.
Can I ask what is this thing, or these things?
They look like they're just like cabinets. From what you can tell.
For a halfling to hide behind?
They have like a few feet of height that you can like hide underneath. This creature, as well as a medium creature, is definitely taller than that, so it might be a little harder to see.
Okay. I will stay submerged, use my movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm going to, let me double check Squawk's movement real quick. Flying, he's fine, 60 feet flying. Squawks is going to move within touch range of Cynthia, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Cynthia, and it's a familiar, so he gets to deliver my touch spells.
Okay.
First level. So that's 11 healing, and that will be, that's me and Squawks, and then the spider is going to do 2 attacks on this mofo. If I move him here, would I get flanking from Drake?
Okay.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the first attack. This has a +4. Here we go. 23 on the first one.
That barely hits. Tough.
That's an at 20.
What?
So the first attack is 1d8 plus 2. So first attack is 9 damage and double dice for the 20.
Yeah.
Second attack.
The total for everything, and then I'll add it.
Okay, so 10 plus 2 is 12, plus 9, so that's 21. It doesn't say what kind of damage it is. It's called pins, so some kind of physical.
We'll say it is. I'm reading the information quick.
If it's like a squeezing thing, I would think like bludgeoning maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like a piercing.
Or piercing.
But I would say it's not magical.
Okay. That would be my turn.
Okay. It like strikes out at its feet. It screeches out. It is now Tornin's turn.
Whacking it. Does this thing seem to be? Oh, hey, not 20.
Oh. Yay! Sorry.
21.
Oh,
does this thing seem to be resistant to any damage types?
Non-magical, from what you can tell. And so far, you guys have been doing magical.
Yeah. Does a 19 hit?
I guess it does. That is 13. 13. So is it 13 plus 8 plus 13? Just to confirm.
I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I'm just notating that. it looks relatively weak as it stands there shaking on the ground, like shaking, looking panicky. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna start moving. Kind of just kind of around. So here.
Okay.
Nothing.
The creature is now looking panicky. It screeches out something in abyssal that you guys can't understand. As you do, suddenly, in a blink of the eye, everything goes dark around you. As I cast darkness, and I'm going to pull up the details. It is a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. I can cast it within 60 feet of me. The darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. If the point you choose as an object you're holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it, completely covering the source of the darkness with an opaque object, such as a bowl or helm. Blocks of darkness. If any of the spell area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell second level or lower, the spell that created light is dispelled. It freaks out and quickly looks down at the mechanical arachnid and casts darkness on top of it. So that's a 15-foot radius. Quick. Change the color. Something you guys can actually see. Suddenly this whole area goes dark. As then the bamboo is gonna start running away. I gotta double check its speed. It screeches out again as you guys toward in the echo. Everyone can't see through the darkness that now encompasses this hallway. And the bamboo is now screaming what you assume is help. And now it is Cynthia's turn. Cynthia, you see where all your friends were, except for Wynn, suddenly just are encased in dark energy that you can't see through. You see that there is a hallway to your left that you can maybe go through, or you can jump into the darkness and run through. Hopefully you don't crash into anyone, but what does Cynthia want to do?
I want to cast Fairy Fire on the creature, if that's possible.
From what you wouldn't be able to see where it is, because this darkness is just fully covering there.
Yeah, it's casting a 20-foot cube of range outlined, and it must make a dexterity saving throw to avoid be able to have the outline.
As of right now, you can't see where it went because of the darkness. So as of right now, you don't know if it left that dark area.
Yeah,
so you would need to move and try to figure out where it is a bit more, because right now,
so that wouldn't work.
In this situation, you don't know if it's there.
Okay. I was kind of worried anymore.
Yeah, I get you. I just wanted to let you know. There is a way left if you want to, maybe run faster to go around. see if the darkness ends on one side. You could do a dash action. Yes, you would lose your attack, but you might be able to spot where the monster went. So
I'm gonna use an action to cast Clue.
Okay.
That'll be my last spell slot to do the Clue.
Let me check real quick if that may be effective, because I also don't want you to lose that spell slot if that's the case.
I mean, it would illuminate any fingerprints or footprints of that creature.
Oh, I
get that. 20-foot sphere of magical darkness that you can't see through, so it would illuminate it, but you still wouldn't be able to see it, because there's magical darkness around it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Alright.
I'm just double checking to make sure. Because if it's something that can be used, that'd be cool, but at the same time, I don't want you to lose that spell slot if it doesn't help.
Okay.
What I'm saying, as of right now, I don't think it would be best to do. I would recommend dash action just so you can get closer, and then that way on your next turn you have a chance of helping out, or if you have something like Dispel Magic, maybe that could help. Something like that might be useful. Also, did you add the HP that Zach had Limber heal you with earlier?
No, I didn't. What was the HP?
11 HP.
Cool. Thank you for that. There we go. I'm at 55 now.
If you want, I can have you do a dash if that makes it easier. You can either go around or try to go straight through the darkness.
I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to. Trying to think what would be best for me to do. What about anything 30 feet that is Fey or Fiend? Detect good and evil? Detect the location of any aberration, celestial, elemental, Fey, Fiend, or dead within 30 feet of yourself. You get a sense of whether
I don't think
of where it is.
You wouldn't be able to tell from right here, but you could move into the darkness to have a better chance to see where it went. As of right now, you know in the 30 feet that's around you, currently there's nothing. That you know for sure that you can see from right here.
Okay, so I'd have to go into the darkness first and then cast it. Okay.
Yeah, to see. So, I mean, just keep that in mind.
Okay. Yeah, we can move up a little, move up and to where I can get it. I can do that.
Alright, let's see. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now you're in darkness, but you can cast it.
Would the clue have worked now? Because I'm in the dark in there? Because I feel like that would work a lot better.
No, because you're still in magical darkness. It is magical darkness, so it wouldn't really work, but the other thing you mentioned might be useful in this case.
Okay. And the detect good and evil. How do you usually run detect evil and good? Do you just have me do a investigation, or what do you usually do?
You mark the spell slot, and then I will let you know if there is something in this range, and I'll give you a clue of what direction everyone needs to head in.
Okay. Alright. That's what I did.
Yeah. Okay, so you take a moment, you get in the darkness, your hands on the wall, you could hear the sound of Drake's crocodile, and everyone else kind of whoa, trying to take a moment to catch their bearings. You put your hand on the wall, you tap into your senses, and you feel while you don't know the exact path the fiend took, it's not in the initial 30 feet from you, but you can can tell that it ran away, but it's not super far away. It's definitely over 30 feet from you, but it has gone west of where you are, like in the direction you were heading, and you can tell it's not super far away. So you can shout to the party, head west if you like, to kind of give everyone a clue of what to do.
Yeah, I tell them that.
So everyone hears this. You guys kind of get like initially stuck in this like, oh crud, what do we do? And you hear Cynthia shout out, head west, go, go, go. Not far. After your turn passes, Crocodile and Drake, hearing Cynthia, who's not far from you, say this, do you want to use your movement to go west like Cynthia suggested? I just saw that switch on. That's so funny. That episode was awesome. Was it this was not the episode they would go, how are you? Low raspberry sounds. Also,
I don't remember.
yeah, I haven't watched that in years. I did have it, my nieces tell me. Would you like Drake to, after hearing Cynthia say, head west, like the creature went that way, would you like to follow the directions Cynthia gave to try to find the monster and get out of the darkness? That's what I was thinking of from the Switch one. Okay. We can say that Drake heads west to the left. So Drake goes right here. So 5, 10, 15. Drake, you get out of the darkness. It takes you like a split second to like get your bearings. You look around and you see the creature is running. You have swim speed of 30 feet. So you went 5, 10, 15 feet. We could go another 15 feet to try to get closer to it if you'd like. And see if you can reach it to attack it. That's if you stay in the water, of course. If you try to go out of water, you only have 5 feet. But would you like to? Okay, cool. So 5, 10, 15. So you can just reach them. Go ahead and roll to attack the baboon. It's looking really rough, and I would have to do a concentration check as well if you do hit. But yeah, Drake can do the attack. Drake can now see the baboon. You just got in reach of it. You're able to jump up and just like hopefully catch it with a bite attack. Go ahead and roll to attack for your bite. As you see, it's like running away, trying to get out of there. And that's 6 plus 4. You try to get it, and it looks just in time to see your mouth jumping to grab at his leg. It jumps out of the way, runs, and it screeches out again. What you're assuming is for help. You're not able to reach it in time, but you're able to, however crocodile sounds, make like a noise to warn the party. like to keep heading in your direction. You essentially help give a clue to the rest of the party of where to go. Would you like Wynn to try to follow you? Wynn nervously but tries to go in. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So Drake tries to clamp down on the monster, screeches out. Wind flies typically at first, but as fast as he can as he hears the crocodile version of Drake miss the attack, and Wind swoops in, attempts to do an attack on the monster. Go ahead and attempt to attack with Drake. But yeah, go ahead and roll for Wind. Okay. What is the total to hit? Wind attempts, and the monster ducks out of the way as all of you are essentially chasing each other to try to get through. Nini sees the darkness. It's kind of like, crud. Going off of Nini's turn. Let's see. Nini will do something. What can Nini do? I already did Misty Step. I don't know if I'll do it again. Okay. What is ethereal? Yes. You step into the border regions of the ethereal plane and the area where it overlaps with your current plane. You remain at the border. That confuses me. Okay. I don't think that's going to help. She is going to. Great. Nini is going to use her movement to. Hold on. This is useful. Choose a living creature you can see. You know what? Screw it. Nini is going to cast haste on herself. She is going to take one of her 3 actions to dash. So she's going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, and she moves forward with haste. And then additional action. She's 15, 20, 25. I love tiny creatures where they can't see. She is knowing that she doesn't have much of a chance to hit right now, she's going to use her action to attempt to shoot the bow forward with disadvantage because of the darkness, and see if it hits the creature. So, oof. Can't do better than a nat 1. So she ends up missing. It clings a spark of lightning against the wall. She tries to get another one of her arrows out as quickly as she can, but it snaps in half of that specific arrow. And I'm going to say that loses her second action per turn just because of that one. And she goes, dang it! She goes, come on, guys! And, well, actually, hold on. She is going to do a luck roll and take that one again. See if it'll actually. Okay. So that is to a hit because of the luck roll. Allows her to actually hit that time. Okay. Oh, it doesn't take it. Okay, cool. That is 7. That's 11, so 18 damage. Suddenly, you see she takes out her second arrow. I'll say that's her second arrow. You guys, Drake hears it. Everyone hears like a tink of the arrow hitting the ceiling. She steadies herself again. This is coming from that luck point you spent. She shoots out, and wind turns their head just in time. It swoops to the side, and the arrow just lands in the back of the babooey's skull, and the babooey just takes a lightning damage and falls down to the ground dead, and the darkness just disappears, and everyone takes a second to catch their breath, hearing the other creatures coming down the hallway. But the babooey is now dead on the floor. The darkness is gone, and at the start of the next round, we have the Chain Devil has now entered the fight. It is now gonna. It's farther away. I didn't move them because they were kind of figuring out where you guys were. But I'm gonna have Chain Devil start moving. Okay. The Chain Devil dashes. You guys hear chains hitting the ground. Drake hears it the most, and so does Wind. As the chains are like clinking, hitting the walls. Then it is Linver's turn to act.
Okay, first, the mechanical spider is 25 feet of movement. He's going to dash for 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Squawks is going to dash, so he is 120. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then Linver is going to cast Conjure with the Beings, which gives me like a 10-foot emanation around me where they have to make a wisdom save, and it does 5d8. It's creatures that I choose, so allies are okay. And I'm going to use my movement. Do you want to link it and before I move it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The circle and there you go.
Cool. And then Lindbergh will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can't really see the marks, but does that look about right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Be my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Nice. Tornin, you're up.
Okay. Dash to there at 70. And then
You see at the end this creature, Tornin, just for context, you're the first to see it. You see in the distance a creature that looks like this. You can't see all of the details of its face so far. Oh, that's not the creature. Never mind. Alright, ignore that. It's not the baboon. Ew. It is this creature. It does kind of startle you for a quick second, but you push forward. What else would you like to do?
I think technically I have to use my bonus action to maintain range.
Okay.
And so that's all I got.
Okay. And
Just
then,
action.
alright, and, okay, so, the baboon's done. Cynthia, you're up. Cynthia's right here. Enemies are farther away.
Oh wait, I'm not reaching any. Never mind.
Oh.
Doesn't.
Do you want to use your bonus action with your echo?
I can move freely 30 feet. Sorry to do that. Carry on.
Okay. It's Christian's turn. And then Drake is after.
Actually, can I use my bonus action to reach?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, let's do that. It
Range.
seems like. Do I see the big guy in the far distance there?
Perception check. It's relatively far, but perception check.
Seems like a straight shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a straight shot, but there's some distance.
Okay, well.
You can definitely see a large creature with wings. Yeah, well, it's a few hundred feet away, or a couple hundred feet. I mean, like, yeah, you can see it, but it's not like you can see a lot of details. It has horns, large wings. It looks like a larger creature. Outside of that, you can't really see as much details. Once you get a little bit closer, or someone else does, I'll add the picture in. But it looks like it's calmly just staring at you down the hall.
What distance do I have on the creature?
So
How
there's
far
a
am I
couple
from it?
different ways. There's a couple different ways to get there. You probably want to dash either way. Let's see. You got 5, 25, 30, 60. Ooh, you got over 100 feet probably either way. If you were to take the other route, let's see, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You could take cover behind like this like tent. But you still wouldn't be able to see it, but it would give you cover.
How far away would I be from it, from the cover?
You wouldn't be able to see it from the cover, but distance-wise, you'd be almost like 5, 10. But you'll have a clear shot that way than having to take a lot of corners.
How far was it? Did you say?
If you were to dash, you'd be about 75 feet away from it. Right now, it's well over 100 feet.
Yeah, I'll get behind cover. On the cover that you talked about.
Okay, sounds good. I'll meet you there. Okay. You dash ahead. You see Tornin kind of gives you a look to give you an idea of where it is, but you're able to just catch up to speed and get to that cover before your turn ends. Is there any bonus action you want to do?
No, not really.
Okay, no problem. Up next is Drake. You do see that Drake is now Cynthia, you see Drake is now looking over to you. And Tornin, Drake, would you like to move up and use your movement, like hide in the water and then like pop up later on?
Oh, can I set up my Eldritch Cannon?
Yeah, if it's a bonus action, you should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my Eldritch Cannon then.
We'll give you a little thing. I'll rename it. Would this work right here? Kind of right next to you?
Yeah, that'll. Put it like in the center of the hall there that it could come out of. That it could possibly come out of.
Does it have movement, or is this something you have to like set up right next to you first?
It has movement.
Okay, so it will start and then it'll and then can it go in water though?
Oh, it says it can walk and climb up to 15 feet as part of the bonus action. As part of the bonus action.
We can have it climb on the tent if that works.
That could work, yeah.
Okay, it will go on top of this tent flap.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, you can always move it after. Okay. And Drake is going to move up. Okay. Drake's movement is 30 in the water. So Drake gives a nod to Cynthia and Tornin and ducks under the water. Okay, so. 30. Would you like to dash so you can get as close as possible? Okay. Okay. Drake's underwater right now, and it can't see you, but you're underneath the water right now. That's about as close as you can get. Do you want Wind to move up? Or do you want Wind to stay where they are? Move up, okay. Wind has 60, so 5. Yeah. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Cool. Up next is Nini. Nini is as far back as she can be. She is going to, for her haste, she's going to take, I believe she could do 3 dash actions, right? Or is it just 2? Hold on.
Yeah, she could do 3, and her speed's double, just normal.
2, right? Sorry, I wrote the error.
Well, she can use her normal action to dash, and then her haste's action to dash, and her movement, and also her movement's doubled. So she could get on.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
She'll catch up.
She'll catch up. 5, 10, 15, 30, 30. I made the steps on the bridge bigger. 5, 40, 45, 65. I'll say that this door's open. Actually, no, I'll say it's cracked open, so she has some cover there. But she runs up past Squawks and sneaks over. Okay. So she had 150 feet. That would be her whole turn. Is that correct?
I gave you the bonus action.
Sorry, I've used haste like once or twice before over the years. She does have books usually. Thank you.
She dashes a bonus action too.
Oh, I know. As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The next time you hit that creature. No, I think I'm gonna. That's pretty much what she has. So we'll call that her turn. I'm gonna close all these pictures. Next, next is well, the next creature is gonna. Tornado, you look across the way and you see this creature float up, float in the air, go. Gonna just figure out the distance real quick. See if it's coming at me. That is not accurate. Okay. Kind of love the squares not being accurate. I'm gonna just move this over real quick to get a gauge of like how far it is, because there's no squares in that big pool. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I have a dash. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We'll say it's it went directly straight. I just had to do that for an idea. And you just see it casually just moves up. It is just hovering above the water.
And it looks like
that's its turn.
If the ruler says 30 feet, that's actually right around 40. So we can estimate that.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I did count. I counted by the squares. Yeah. I went by the squares over here. That's why I moved to the side when I was dragging it, so I could count it, and then I kind of just roughly put it in the middle. Because I was just like, oof, that's not good. I like this map. I just don't like the water not having squares. But it just casually is flying, just kind of watching you guys. Torn in your head though. Actually, hold on. It's funny. No, Nini would hear this, and this kind of for everyone else doesn't hear or see this, but Nini hears in her head, "Oh, more food for us. This shall be fun." And Nini, of course, is a little shaken up by this. That's its turn. We're going to be at the top now with the Chain Devil. The Chain Devil doesn't know that Nini is there, so it's going to keep moving forward. 30 feet. It will do. you see 4 chains lift up in the air. One of the chains seeing wind. It will strike out with one of his chains to try to hit wind, but because it doesn't see Drake in the water. And a 22 to hit onto wind for a total of 12 damage. And it seems like the chain could whip around and grabs and actually grab a wind, but it just lets wind go in pain as it takes 12 damage, and it just laughs hauntingly, and Infernal shouts out, "Well, come on, can't let your little pets do all the work for you." As wind takes the 12 damage, the creature is waiting to see for if another creature comes by. It can't hold its action, but it's just watching, kind of just happily waiting. Tornin is up. Also, poor Wind. Is Wind alive? I hope Wind is alive. I don't want to get Wind. No! Wind falls. Drake, you see this just barely through the water. It's okay, we'll make sure Wind comes back. But RP. I don't like killing pets. But for story, evil villains. Wind falls to the ground. Drake sees this just barely through the water, and Drake, you feel rage in your heart. As you know, like, your best buddy just fell, like, you're gonna do whatever you can to get Wind back up and avenge them. Tornin, you're up. You see Wind just get, boom, it hits the ground. Oh, sorry, Linford. My bad. Linford doesn't see that, but Tornin saw that. Cynthia, you saw Wind from the air kind of get knocked out. Linford, you did see that, but you hear gas from down the hall. And a cry from Wind as they fall. What does Linford do?
In reaction to that, or from my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to shapeshift into a giant eagle. Here is the staff ball. And then I will use my movement to go, which is 80 feet flying. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. The spider's gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I am seeing a problem now. Would the spider be able to, like, jump across this? Like, I know a long jump would normally take, like, 10 feet of a running start. Is there a way that we could work it so that he uses his movement to, like, just jump across? He's got 25 feet movement.
Yeah, it would use up his movement, though, to jump across it.
Okay, cool. So, he jumps across.
Mom makes the jump. Also, Wind is up with 1 HP. Thank you, Zach, for catching that. Also, thank you for catching Giant Eagle has 3 HP. And I only hit for 12.
Okay, and then Squawks will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Double check his movements. Squawks is going to chill right there, and that will be my turn.
Okay.
And if I could get a token for a giant eagle, please.
Giant eagle. I think I left it on the side of the map. Let's see. Yep. There you go. It's right here. No, we're just gonna do it. No, we're good. Does he live or? Alright. Okay. Tornado now is up.
Between 40 to there, and then 55.
I am going to need you to do, it's going to use its reaction to take the double. Go ahead and do a wisdom saving throw for me. As you run up. Of your choice, tell me about a departed loved one or a bitter enemy of yours. As you become frightened, you can't move forward further. Because as you see, the creature's mass is unnerving, but it's sort of swabbing into someone else. Who do you see?
I'm thinking, this like mummified corpse that he doesn't know the face, but he recognizes.
You see this mummified corpse, its body kind of cracking and like moving in almost like an uncanny balanced motion. It stops you in your tracks and you feel your heart just drop to the pit of your stomach. And you're too stunned to move forward. I'm gonna put this here, the DC 14 wisdom saving throw, just for your reference. You're gonna be right into the end of its turn. So
I found earlier.
Oh, a revivify.
Yep. Is it? It's prone.
He's still
like,
alive.
is it?
He's
Still alive.
He's alive. He's at 1 HP though. So he's still alive. He's not dead yet.
Yeah, it turns out he had 13, not 12.
Is there any way that I can put him safely in my backpack so he's safe?
You can't do the backpack, but you see behind the tent, you can easily just like push wind into the tent next to you. At least give him something. Okay, so you quickly just like, whoop. We'll say that costs you like 5 feet movement. I won't make you lose your action for that.
Okay.
So we'll just say you moved 5, 10, 15, 20 feet up. We'll say you have 1 more square of movement you can move up. But you quickly like gently place wind to the side. Turn around.
How far is the creature away from me?
5, 10, 20, about 25 feet now.
What would it take to get the dash action? What would it take? How much would it get me up to? With dash action.
It could get you up to right next to him and even get a flanky to Tornit potentially. But it looks like Tornit is about. There's like Tornit's not even right up next to him.
Yeah, I'll get up right next to him.
Okay. So we'll say you get to right here. That would be your turn then, unless you have a bonus action.
Well, I'd get 2 actions, right? Does the dash action take up my full action?
Yeah. Because action said 2 attacks per action. So you have 2 attacks and you do 1 action. Dash takes a full action. It's kind of weird, but you're at least able to move up and do a bonus action.
Does my Eldritch Cannon see him?
Yeah, I would say so, from his height. What is its range?
I look at him right in the face and I say, he's face to face with me, right?
Yes. I would say like he looked back at you as you ran right around him and he turned his head towards you. And you see you could look at things staring at you.
I look at him and I say, you may not know him, but this is for wind. And I activate my Eldritch Cannon the Force Ballista.
Okay.
And the Force Ballista gives me a ranged spell attack of 2d8 force damage.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. So what would I roll as far as like I just roll the roll just like I would with my gun or something?
It'll be your ranged spell attack.
Okay, ranged spell.
Plus 8-ish? I don't know exactly.
I think it's 7 is what mine is. I think.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah. I was trying to figure out which one. So yeah, I got a plus 7 to the range spell for my artificer. So 7 plus 7, so that's
24.
24.
That will for sure hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
2d8.
And you said it was force damage?
Mm-hmm. 2d8 force damage on him. This is Sir Wind.
He looks back at you and then he shouts out. Tornit for like a small flicker, you swear you don't see the thing, but then it goes back to the mummified corpse that, really startles you. It goes now to Drake's turn. Drake, you see the force cannon hit this chain devil. You see that wind is slowly moving, but right now you just feel the rage that this guy freaking your bird Would you like to move up to her listing? I like the burning cat. It's so random. Okay. Alright, so say move up. Or oops. Crocodile moves up 30 swim speed. So 5, 10, 15. Okay, we can get there. Alright. Go ahead and roll your attack for your bite attack. That's +4 to the hit. And if it hits, we'll do the grapple check. For save, I mean. Okay. What was the total hit? So it's a D20 +4, so that's it's just gonna miss. That wouldn't cause flanking, unfortunately. So dice aren't being nice to me. Okay, so that would unfortunately miss. Is there anything else you would like to do? You can always drop wild shape, or if you want to stay wild shape, that's fine too. Wind currently is resting in the tent. But what would you like to have Drake do? So Drake probably ducks back into the water, not out of range, but able to at least obscure themselves a little bit. Up next is Mimi. Mimi is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll say we'll use their dash so they can move up.
Her normal move is double from haste.
Oh, even better. Okay, they just move up a little bit more. They see the Chain Devil raise up their bow before they go to go for attack. The first one is 24 to hit. That is say 22 damage. For bludgeoning damage, and this is magical damage. Okay. Second attack hits as well. Not that, but that hits. That's 17 damage. With you see the second arrow, she just is going fast, like boom, bludgeoning, lightning. You see the Chain Devil just goes forward. It starts to turn back, and then she shoots out her third attack and has advantage. Hell yeah, okay.
emotions register as situations that require solutions. So
I don't think
becomes his
I'll
attempt at
guys.
emotional regulation. His way of
So that
saying, I want
is
your pain to stop. But for
9,
girls, the emotion itself is the
12.
experience. She doesn't need a fix. She needs resonance, presence, connection. It's not a lack of care. It's a difference in emotional conditioning.
Roll.
His emotional response is to move slower. He goes quiet not because he's cold, but because
I'm
he's
gonna write this down.
overwhelmed. He grew up hearing boys
12.
don't cry,
And
stay
I'm gonna
strong,
do the other
be
dice.
logical. So he learned emotional
8.
suppression to stay composed even when he's hurting. So when you're crying and you ask,
6.
why don't you comfort me? His brain freezes. Not because he doesn't love you, but because don't cry is the
Additional
only
is
gentle language his childhood ever taught him. So tell me, guys, are you like this too?
Plus 3. Oh, holy smokes. Okay, she does 30 damage that time. And you see the creature is not death's door, but highly damaged. That was 3 attacks, I believe. That's all of her turns there, and then she'll use her movement to duck back behind the wall. And she quickly ducks back. That leaves the Bone Devil up next. Okay. It's there. It will dash, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 35, 40. It blocks the doorway. It sees Nini and it shrieks out. Just giving you guys a better picture of what this Bone Devil looks like. Scary image. It basically it goes around the corner and looks at Nini just in the same manner. Nini jumps a little bit, but quickly aims her bow at this creature. Nini calls out to Lindbergh and the rest of the party going, need a little help here. And the Bone Devil's turn is up. We're back up to the Chain Devil who will do a multi-attack. Bone Devil will do 2 chain attacks. One towards Cynthia. This one is 18 to hit Cynthia. Does 18 hit you, Cynthia? Christian, what's your AC?
I'm checking it.
No worries.
It's 16.
Okay, so 18 to hit you for 12 slashing damage. And then I need you to do a strength check, please. Or strength saving throw, please. To try to escape a grapple. The DC is 14.
Strength saving throw?
Yeah. DC 14.
17.
Through as these spiked chains just scrape into your skin, and you're able to shove off, and he pulls the chain back. As he does, the other one whips towards Tornin. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. When a creature is fearing you, which just to double check, are you still afraid?
Yeah, I would have disadvantage against him, but it's nothing against me. Normal.
Okay, and then at the end of this turn, you are able to not be afraid anymore. Just to give you a heads up. It's going to roll to hit you, Tornin. No freaking way. Nat 1. It goes to hit you, and just as the chain goes to hit you, you see it fly out through the mummified corpse, shattering the illusion, and you're able to just like Matrix duck back, and then the chain whips back to him as you see who it is for reals, and you feel your rage continue, and you get pissed that you fell for that illusion. On your next turn, you're ready to go, but Lindbergh, you're up, as you heard Nini just a moment ago shout, "Little help here!" And Nini will kind of lean against the wall to make sure you have movement to get through the hallway.
I'm a bird. I can fly over him.
She's like, "Caw, go! Go, squawks! Go!"
Okay, so just a reminder, the Conjurable the Beings lets me use Disengage as a bonus action, so I'll go ahead and do that now. And then I'm going to move. I have 80 feet flying normally. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So he's got to make that save.
What's the save?
Is Wisdom 16.
Okay, I have a +6 to this. 14.
I believe you have advantage too.
Oh, okay.
With magical effects.
Still fail.
Okay. So he takes 24 force damage. And then that was 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Okay. So 65, I'm moving back 5 feet. Linver is going to, or Evil Linver is going to do a multi-attack on the Bone Devil. I've got a yeah, I've got a, if I move Squawks, like across, do I have flanking?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Squawks is gonna go...
Or if you wanted to, you could also get like this. Well, actually, Nini's up there.
Yeah, I know. A Squawks is gonna fly 5, 10, 15 right there.
Squawks.
And then we'll do the multi-attack, which is the Beak and Talons both have a +5. Here's the first attack. Beak, 17.
Yes, that would.
Okay. And the Talons, 23. So here's beak damage, 1d6 plus 3. And this is magical damage for the purposes of overcoming immunity. So that's 8 magical piercing. And then the Talons, 2d6 plus 3. 5.
It looks at you as just like it screeches out. You hear telepathically, "Damn birds!"
And then with the rest of my movement, we'll go 55, 6, or shit. I was at 55, I'm pretty sure.
Platform is 75.
Is it what?
I thought you said 75, but I could be wrong. Sorry, I'm trying to read.
Yeah, you were right. Shit. 80. Okay. Okay. I will be Linver's turn. Squawks moved 15 feet, I believe.
Yes.
5, 10, 15. He'll disengage. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and then fly 15 feet up. And then the mechanical spider will dash.
And no longer appeared.
No longer feared.
Okay. Then I will step off to the side.
It will use its reaction as well for you to do a wisdom save.
Okay, is that before or after I attack?
I'm gonna say before.
Okay.
You save. You're able to, like, with the rage you're feeling, push through, and then you go, like, really hard, right through. Go ahead and roll your damage. Is that your first attack?
Yeah, I got like a 20 or something.
Yeah, you got
11 plus 2, so 13 damage.
13. It's looking pretty rough. Dust Orb is rough.
And another one with advantage because of Lincoln. So does 19 hit?
Yep, it does.
That's 14 damage.
Okay, nice. He's on Dust Storm.
Action surge.
Action Surge. Let's go. Pressure hits.
Oh yeah. 18 damage.
How do you want to kill
Hmm. Does this thing have a tail? Oh, this is the chain devil. I was thinking about devil.
Yeah, it's a chain devil.
Right now.
It has 4 chains, though.
I'm just gonna stab him.
And a great booty, from what the picture shows.
Don't stab him. And then I will continue.
Alright. Chain devil's dead. I'm just moving to the side for right now.
Yeah. I haven't used my bonus action yet, so I will do that to summon my echo. I do it 15 feet out from me.
Okay.
Which would be roughly here. But I can do it up above. Is this guy on the ground?
He is, like, floating, but he's pretty much on the ground.
Is there space above me for the echo?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can do it in the air and then move it back behind him.
Yeah, that works.
Then I can take my last attack. It's a 17. 17 hits?
Yes, it does. Its AC is 16. So it's a large creature.
Okay, 17 damage.
Alrighty, up next, we got Cynthia. Cynthia, the chain devil is down. You see that everyone's going after the bone devil now. What would you like to do? It is about 30 feet from you. Christian, it's your turn.
I'm just going to what? Charmander? He's in California. I'm gonna just use my long sword.
Okay, we'll move you up so you can get there. 5, 10, 30. We'll say you're right underneath Lindbergh.
Okay.
Because he's like floating.
Use my long sword on it. Okay. Strike number 1. 17 hit.
That will hit.
You are flanking.
Oh yeah, roll with the advantage.
Cool.
CK.
18.
Okay. Either way, it hits. Go ahead for your first attack. Roll your damage.
That's 11 damage for the first hit.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh wait, I just remembered I can't do this. I don't have oh, let me see. So, oh yeah, I can use Divine Smite. I'm gonna use Divine Smite. Add the Smite on.
Yeah, nice. For sure, Divine Smite will be awesome. Ooh, lovely.
12 more damage, and then I get one
It's
more
actually
hit.
an extra D8 because it's a fiend.
Yep.
Oh. So extra D8.
Nice, good
8.
Perfect.
So then, and then I get another hit. 17, and I get advantage because I'm flanking.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
22.
That is.
And 5 for my last damage.
Okay. Nice, good job. Definitely, smites are really good in this situation, so good thing to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and up next we got Drake. Would you like Drake in clock form move up, Tiff, or do you want to go back to being regular Drake? You can do like a guiding bolt or something, because that's good against me.
Okay, so hit drop, wild shape will bring regular Drake back in. Would you like to do guiding bolt or something different? We'll say you walk out of the water and you climb up here. We'll just say you use 5 feet to get up there. What would you like to do, Tiff? Guiding bolt or something with radiant damage would be probably really good in this situation. Okay. That would miss, unfortunately, but do you have any bonus actions you would like to do? No? Okay. And then Mimi is going to. Where's she go? is going to do all of her Beaufort attacks. For the first one, so 23 to hit with 22 damage to it. 2. Next attack definitely hits with the 28. Damage is 11 plus 12 fire. No, not fire. 11 plus, I think it was 9. So 20 damage. Okay, and then he's third attack. Oof, that's a nat 1. That one, the Bone Devil catches the arrow and just smashes it to the ground before the effect can fully take place. Nini is going to be like, nope, and run down the hall. 10, 15, 20, 25, and hide behind the wall so she don't get squished. You know what? Actually, hold on. Before she does that, she's going to spend her last luck point. See if she can get that hit. Yeah, that hits. Okay. So luck points. That's 9. 14, so 14, 28. And then she's going to run around the corner. That's Nini's turn. Then the Bone Devil. Bone Devil looks around and is going to do, against Linver, a Infernal Steam attack. That's 21 to hit Linver.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So 2d10 plus 4 for piercing damage. So that's 7 damage and plus 14 poison damage. So that's a total of 9 plus 14. 23 damage. And the target has the poison condition until the start of the devil's next turn. While poisoned, the target can't regain HP. And then it's going to do a claw attack against...
Hang on. The total for that one attack was how much?
It was a total of 23.
Okay.
And then it's going to make a claw attack against Cynthia. Okay, that is 23 to hit Cynthia. It's for 14 damage against Cynthia. 14 hits here. Okay, and then Gordon is just too far away. It's going to make a claw attack against Linver for 22 to hit.
That hits.
For a total of 13 slashing damage. Also, I agree, absorb elements. Why not poison?
Okay, so Linver pops back to Linver, and a little bit of that damage was over. And then I need to roll my Constitution stuff.
Linver just plops to the ground. Doesn't go prone.
No, I'm not flying up super high.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like you just kind of.
Yeah, I was at ground level basically. I didn't have any extra movement at the end. The second attack was how much?
That was 13.
Okay, so I need to roll an 11. I need to beat an 11 and then a 10. So and I have advantage. Here's the first one. I make it. Here's the second one. Shit. Okay, so I drop concentration just barely.
I'll move the circle away. Boop.
that's the Bone Devil's turn. It's looking pretty rough. It's definitely less than half health. It's not a death store yet, but it's looking rough. And Liver, you're up. You're still poisoned until then, so you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability check. That's until the end of the Bone Devil's next turn. The start of the Bone Devil's next turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast Contagion. So he has to make a con save of 16.
Okay. I got a nat 1, so I full on failed.
Okay, so he takes 11d8 necrotic damage. He has the poison condition, and I get to choose an ability that he has disadvantage on the save score. What do you guys think? Like Dex? You guys have a preference?
I don't have any spells or anything, so ask one of the spellcasters.
How about this?
Or Cynthia, do you have a preference? Do you have anything that, like, you can, anything you can or are going to do that will make him make a save? Because I can give him disadvantage on those kinds of checks.
That's awesome.
Which is I think this guy actually has advantage against. He has magic resistance, right?
Oh yeah, you get another roll, Boo.
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Okay.
And also check resistances. Demons and devils are usually immune to poison, straight up.
12.
Oh,
So double check
yep.
that.
No,
I'm
they are.
immune to poison. I'm immune to poison.
Alright. Well, that was a waste of slot.
You still just necrotic though, right?
Yeah.
I still what?
He takes necrotic, but not poison.
Yeah, you can still do the necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay. How about I also...
That was that underwhelming 11d8. That's 34 necrotic.
Okay.
And I'll have him get disadvantage, which will even out to a regular roll and con.
Okay. Just remind me if I forget. But
Yep.
do I have a spell? Okay. Alright. He's looking really freaking rough. Tornin, you're up.
Okay. Teleport.
Sweet.
Excuse me. And I'm just gonna move my echo over here anyway.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything. Number 3.
Go ahead.
Yeah. 17.
How do you want to kill him? He had 13
Yes.
HP. Linfer,
Okay.
you cast this huge chunk of damage. Tornin, you quickly swap and just final swipe. You cut
Behind
into
him, I'm gonna chop his tail off, and then I'm gonna take it out, and I'm just gonna wrap it around his head and just crush his skull.
Everyone goes, woo! But even Nini pops around the corner, woo! Don't forget Win, woo! Okay, plop, dies. You guys quickly go to get Win, heal him, of course. You hear like a type of mechanical whooshing sound. You guys kind of speed up. You guys explore further into the tunnels. I'll let you guys loot after. But you come around the corner. You see like a loading dock area and what used to be a decrepit train, probably at its heyday, a very nice train in a train tunnel. But at the end, where the tunnel would have gone down a large tunnel, somewhere else. You see a large portal, which let me actually reveal it. You see a portal that has swirling blues and reds all together as you see down the hall, with this text of what you know. While you don't know what it says, you notice that it says something in abyssal. Can someone give me an intelligence check? Everyone can, actually. As you see this large, like 25-foot portal.
All guidance, Cynthia. Just a straight intelligence check.
Straight intelligence check.
16.
18 for Nini. Drake also does pretty well. Nice. Christian as well. Intelligence check, please.
With guidance.
With guidance. Which is how much?
A D4.
Okay. So Christian, go ahead and make an intelligence check plus a 1d4. Nice. So all of you step up, seeing this portal. You realize this is the portal that these demons have been coming from. You guys all notice different things about it. Drake, you notice that there are some type of tubes or wiring that lead to a generator of sorts. Gordon, you also notice the tubing in the generator and some switches nearby. Nini and Linver, you both notice that there are these large, next to the portal, appears to be tubes, large like container tubes that seem to be octarine fuel, helping to power this magical portal. It hits Cynthia as all of you are conversing, telling each other about this. It hits Cynthia that while yes, the octarine fuel is doing something, since Cynthia got the highest check, I need Christian to roll a perception check with advantage for me. Perception with advantage. With the 19, you step up because you swear for a second as you're looking at the components of this thing. You guys are probably figuring out, how do we turn off this portal to stop demons from coming in here, to go help the clerics get the 5,000 gold and continue on their journey. Everyone's talking, trying to figure it out, trying to turn this thing off. And Christian, in your perception, you swear for a moment you see a face, and then another face coming in like waves through the tubes of octarine fuel. You get up close and you can hear and see whispers of crying voices in the octarine fuel, and it hits you like some huge piano just falling from the sky and hitting you. That this octarine fuel may be powered by the souls of people. That knowledge hits you, and that's where we're going to end our session for now. When we come back, you guys can decide what you do with the portal. Turn it off, go into it, figure out what else. And Cynthia, you realize before you say anything to anyone else, the octarine fuel contains the souls of people that have been lost. That's where we're ending the session.
So we're gonna loop next session, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put a note in somewhere.
Faculty.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah. The dice are mean sometimes. We'll figure something out, Tim. The dice are being mean.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the other swing to hit Tornin where he rolls like nonstop ones.
Yeah. I don't know what it's been. The dice have been really nice to you. The dice need to be nice to everyone else.
GG though, that was fun.
Yeah. I just happened to see the other day, you're actually, in 5e, you're like 3 times more likely to get nat 20s than nat 1s because of advantage.
Yeah, he rolled.
So you have advantage so much more often than disadvantage.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, that was awesome, guys. We can aim for
thanks.
the next. Yeah, no worries. Just for a future planning, we'll do the next game on the 15th if that works for everyone, and then if you guys want, we can aim for the 29th. I know that's around New Year's Eve time, so if everyone's getting busy, we can always adjust. But just let me know. But we'll aim for the 15th if that works for everyone else.
Yep.
Well, I hope everyone has a good night.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for DMing.
No problem. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay.
So,
What's up? I don't know that. Look at that whole
mm,
Love you.
what do you do? Guys hate me today.
What?
I didn't get any damage done at all.
Yeah. Sometimes the past stars don't work out. So, love you.
What do you do? You tired?
Kinda, but I need to go to the bathroom before I decide if I'm gonna stay up or not.
I thought you already went.
I'm back. You there?
Yep.
Hey, babe.
Hi.
What's wrong, dude?
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
You tired?
What's up?
I said you tired?
No. You tired?
No. Okay, just got Squirrel Girl and Spider-Man song done. And for Marvel,
Sure. Love you.
love you too.